Greetings, this is this, and I am me, and this doesn't have anything to do with Christmas, but I just thought I'd put a cheery, joyful picture here to counterbalance the unpopular opinions that I'm about to share with you. First one, they're in no particular order. I don't even know how many there are going to be, okay? Some of them are more unpopular than others. Let's just get right into it, though. First one, PETA sucks. PETA, I know you could be thinking a couple different things right now, but PETA from the Hunger Games, okay? The character. I hate him. I don't understand why so many people like PETA. And I know so many people like him because I took a class where we read the Hunger Games. I had already read all the books, but then in the class we read it and, evaluated it and everything, found all the meaning behind it and all that crap. And everyone in the class loved PETA. Even the teacher, he rode a bike to school. He had a ponytail. Even he said, I don't understand how anyone could not love PETA. He's like, there's no reason, like, he is so likable. How can you not like him? I'm like, how can you like him? He's such a loser. He's a whiny, obsessed loser that doesn't do anything. If you agree with me, then thank you. But I'm pretty sure a lot of people don't, and I'm not sorry about it, because I think I'm right. I don't like PETA. And then in the movie, they just made it worse by making him Josh Hutcherson. Like, I don't mean to be rude. I'm trying not to have any of these involve, like, real people. Any of these unpopular opinions. There'll be a couple of, things here and there. Like this is kind of one of them. Josh Hutcherson played him in the movie. It didn't help the cause. But I just don't get it. I don't see any positive qualities. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry, actually. I said that I wasn't sorry, and you know what? I'm not. On that same topic, so this is a little bit of a spoiler alert, maybe kind of, for the ending of The Hunger Games, like the whole series, trilogy, and the ending of the Divergent series, okay? So if you don't want to know about the ends of either of those books/movies, then don't listen. Which I didn't see all of the Divergent movies. I only saw the first one. Because, I don't want to get into other, things about real people and unpopular opinions. Sorry, but Shailene Woodley, in the first movie it was okay, but then she chopped all of her hair off and I was like, I just can't watch that. Okay, but anyway, that's a little bit more rude. I shouldn't be going that far. The Hunger Games, the ending was wretchedly horrible compared to the ending of Divergent. The books, at least. I don't know if they kept the movie the same way. But the way that I heard of it, everybody hated the Divergent ending. Everybody hated the way that the books ended, the way that the series concluded. I didn't hate it at all. I thought it was fine. Okay? Perfectly fine. Nothing wrong with it at all. So I'll just say that much. I won't go into specifics, so I guess it's not that much of a spoiler, but basically, the Divergent ending is 1,000 times better than the Hunger Games ending. Okay. On the topic of movies, I'll say that the new Star Wars movies, like, I don't know if they still go by numbers for those ones, do they? Would it be episodes 7, 8, and 9? How many have there been so far? Has there just been 2, or have they done the third one? I think they've just done 2, right? I don't remember, but at least the first one of the new ones. Not the Rogue One, whatever that is. I've never seen that one. I think that one actually might be better than the other ones. I'm getting off topic. The newest continuation chunk of the Star Wars series, in my opinion, is even worse than episodes 1, 2, and 3. Episodes 1, 2, and 3 are not that bad. I know the whole universe hates them and thinks that they're wretched, but they're really not that bad. At least they were doing something different. Okay? Whereas the new movies, they might be good movies, they might be good cinematically, they might be, nice to look at, nice, full of action and whatnot, but they're horrible Star Wars movies. The one that, the first one in that chunk was an exact replica, storyline-wise, of the first Star Wars movie ever, episode 4, okay? So this is just pathetic. And then the one with Kylo Ren and all that blah blah blah. I mean, he was in the other one too, right? But anyway, it's just they're not good movies at all. And so for all the people that hate 1, 2, and 3, I mean, come on, guys. They're better than the new ones. And on that same note, Jar Jar, not that bad. Jar Jar, granted, I was a child when I saw those movies with Jar Jar in them. And I know he's meant for children. Like, he's meant to be that character. But he was my favorite character, and I still to this day don't think he's that bad. Like, everyone, wants Jar Jar to die. Like, literally die. They'd probably want to see him get murdered, and they'd be happy about it. That's how much people hate Jar Jar. Jar Jar's not bad. Why does everyone hate Jar Jar? I don't know. And I'll throw in here, Lord of the Rings is better than Star Wars and Harry Potter. Like, it goes, Harry Potter is the worst probably. That, I don't know why I always, like, you guys might not even be considering, ranking these movies against one another, but whenever there's, series of movies, I always want to put them, against each other. So, the Harry Potter series would be the worst. Then Star Wars, and then Lord of the Rings. Okay, that's the best. And actually, Indiana Jones, if you want to throw that in there, not counting the newest one, okay? With Shia LaBeouf in it. I'm not talking about that one. The original Indiana Jones movies, probably better than all of them. And that's saying a lot coming from me because I love Lord of the Rings. But the Indiana Jones movies, there's no fault in them. Those movies are wonderful. But anyway, I think that's as much as I've got as far as movies go. Really quick, I'll say soda is horrible. But not even just soda. Because some people are like, oh, okay, yeah, some people don't like soda. I get that. But it's all carbonated beverages. Carbonation is evil. I hate carbonation. It feels like something is attacking my mouth. I also don't like coffee or tea. That's what I've got on the drinks side of things. Okay, this next one, I feel like isn't unpopular. I feel like a lot of people probably also think this, so I'm gonna give a little bit more I'm gonna get a little more specific, okay? Because Tracer from Overwatch, okay? I do not like that character at all. And I feel like a lot of people feel that way, but I think they might be thinking oh, they think she's annoying to fight or something like that, or they just think she's annoying. For me, it's more than that. I hate that Tracer is the face of Overwatch. Why is she the one in all the boxes and everything? Why is she it's Tracer from Overwatch. She's not only do I find her extremely annoying, and do I not like the way that they, stylized the character, but she's just so boring. Out of all of the characters that they have, that's what they picked to be the face of the game. She's the most boring character out of everybody. I don't know. I'm not a fan. I am not a fan. I feel like I would like her so much more if she wasn't the face of the game. If she was just another random character, I would be oh yeah, she's not my favorite. But the fact that she is on the stinking box and everything makes me hate her. So there's that. Also with video games, I don't do the main quests in games. Games that have main quests and then side quests and miscellaneous quests, Skyrim, Oblivion, the Fallout games. I don't do the main quest. I go into the world, I do the main quest as much as I have to at the beginning, and then I stop and usually never go back to it ever again. Probably the only one that I've gotten kind of far with would be Oblivion, And that was because there was Oblivion gates opening up all over the place, and I wanted them to go away, and I knew that if I did the whole main quest that they would go away. But that's why I don't do main quests, because they change so many things in the world. Like in Oblivion, all the Oblivion gates pop up. In Skyrim, all of the dragons start coming out everywhere and stuff. So, like, I don't want the world to change like that. I think it's annoying, because then I feel like you have to do the whole main quest in order to, like, finish all of that crap that's getting ruined. So I just don't do the main quest. I don't care about it. Literally do not care. That's all about video games that I have here. Here's a random one. Gel nail polish, I think, is stupid. Because at least for my nails, maybe other people's nails grow way slower, but my nails grow so unbelievably quickly that gel nail polish, it would just be such a waste. Because it's like, oh, like, I'm gonna use this nail polish that stays for so much longer without chipping, but I'm like, I'm gonna want to switch it after a week anyway, regardless of whether it's chipping or not, because it's gonna have grown out on my nail and look bad. So who cares if it chips also in that 1 week of time, because I'm just gonna be changing it again. Gel nail polish is like a bajillion times harder to get off of your nails, so it just seems like a huge hassle to me. What's the point? I don't want my nail polish on for that long anyway. So yeah, that's a thing. Okay. I've got 2 more here. And I don't know which one is more unpopular. They're both pretty unpopular, I think. I'll go with this one first. Now, it's gonna sound like I'm talking about a person, but I'm kind of talking more about the show than the person, okay? Because like I said, I didn't want to talk specifically about real people. So, Ellen. The show on TV. Ellen DeGeneres. I know it's so unpopular of an opinion. I don't even want to say it. But I hate Ellen. Ellen the person, not so much. And I used to like Ellen a lot, and the show. Both were perfectly fine. But over the years, over the many, many, many years, this has been a very slow progression. But she's just become, very annoying in the way that the show happens, with all of the games, with the, dropping people from the ceiling into a giant pool of mashed potatoes and all that. Like, it's just, I really don't like that. I don't like it at all. And this is getting a little specific about, you're gonna think I'm saying it just because of this one instance, but I'm not. I'm saying just in general, the whole way her show has what her show has turned into, I find very annoying and not good. But also, if you want a specific example, you can see her interviews with BTS. The first one, you can kind of think, oh, this is understandable. She didn't really know who they were. A lot of people didn't know who they were. And she was nice enough to interview them, so that's awesome. But then in the second time, like, they come back a second time, and she basically just repeats the exact same interview as the first time. And so that's pretty insulting, because, she clearly didn't learn anything since the last time she saw them. So, I don't know. It's just, yeah. And then the last unpopular opinion that I have is don't take this the wrong way, but I don't love all dogs. Or I don't love dogs as much as people want me to love dogs, probably. There's this whole thing with dogs and the internet, I guess. Or no, just people in general. It's so different than it used to be. Back in the olden days, if people had a dog, like there was like a family dog, it was just like the family dog, and the kids loved it and cared about it, but like the parents didn't even really care about it. It was always kept in the yard or something, I'm talking like way back. that was sort of the view of dogs. But now, like, everyone has a dog, you know? And you can't just have a dog. You have to absolutely love and obsess over every single dog in the whole world. If you see a dog, it's automatically cute and you automatically love it. It's like this precious thing, you know. It's a dog, a doggo. But I just don't feel that way. Some dogs are adorable. Some dogs I love. Some dogs are cute. But not all dogs. Like, just because it's a dog doesn't mean that I automatically think it's the greatest thing in the whole world. And I think if some of you looked deep in your heart, you would think that too. You're just too afraid to admit it. So that's all of the unpopular opinions that I have. Sorry that it took so long. But let me know if you hate me, or if you think, wow, you've got a lot of sense. And you know what? You're right about pretty much everything you said. And also let me know if you have any unpopular opinions, because I might agree with you. But thank you guys so much for watching. Bye-bye now.